This is George Strait, and he was perhaps the biggest surprise of the CMA Awards.
His guitar playing is amazing. His songwriting is amazing.
George showed up to help present Vince Gill with the Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award after a strong performance from Patty Loveless and Brandi Carlile.
Pretty confident I'm the only one that's ever won this award that's never smoked any weed.
Quick peek at previous winners here, and oh look, there's George Strait, 2024. Learn something new every day, don't we? They really kept George's appearance under wraps, and I imagine it took some kind of subterfuge to get him into the building. That's definitely something they won't show you on TV, but unlike every other moment discussed in this video, I've got no further details. All of the pictures are from George on the stage. He may have very well walked into the building, to the stage, done his job, and went back home. Fans felt some kind of way about that decision, but the same is not true for this next artist.
Did I miss it? By now is it a lucid dream? Is it my fault for chasing things, the body clock?
Kelsea Ballerini performed I Sit in Parks, and it was performance reminiscent of old school Taylor Swift. Afterwards, she stuck around, which took some doing. We're blessed to have access to great backstage photos like this one. She also posed for a few snaps from what looks to be the Nashville Predators hockey team's showers. More like that in a moment, but let's get to the saddest moment from the show, for those in the Nashville music community anyway.
When the sun sinks down over the water.
Like so many award shows, the CMAs has done away with the in memoriam feature, so we didn't get to hat tip the legends that died. Kenny Chesney is the newest member of the Country Music Hall of Fame, and he wasn't going to let the moment pass. Songwriter Brett James died when his small plane crashed in North Carolina on September 18th of this year. Dozens of artists took to social media to remember him, including Kenny, who said, quote, "It's hard to process his creative soul being gone. This kind of loss, I feel as if part of my creative soul went with him." Half the songs that Kenny sings are songs that Brett helped write, and so it was only appropriate to stop and remember him during country music's biggest night. The man was a legend.
You might want to slip off those wings. I want you in the worst way. My head's in your head.
That's Riley Green singing Worst Way, and personally I thought this performance was middle of the pack. What did you think? Comment below your favorite and least favorite performances, and let's be respectful of others' opinions. Given the music video, I thought Riley would offer something a little bit more steamy.
How did your mom react to the Worst Way video?
We're still not speaking. No, she's fine about it. She lives in a house, rent-free, a nice house, so she can put up with a little risque music video every once in a while. We kind of have a don't ask, don't tell policy at my house, you know.
Riley walked the red carpet solo, but that does not mean he attended the show alone. Did you see that blonde he was seated next to? That's Brianna Derringer, a model and ex-girlfriend to singer Tucker Wetmore, who also performed at the CMAs. She and Riley did about as good as they could, keeping things on the low key, but the internet always wins. You can find her doing all kinds of influencer type things on Instagram, but find no pictures of her with Riley. So it wasn't really a hard launch, but that doesn't mean that there weren't hard launches at the CMAs. Kelsea Ballerini's ex-husband Morgan Evans hard-launched this relationship with Lacey K. Booth, and Alexandra Kay made her romance with guitarist Billy Corgan red carpet official. Also, look who else is posing for photos together once again. Yeah, Brian and Tyler from Florida Georgia Line, they were all smiles alongside their wives. That's good to see, and hopefully it's going to quiet rumors of a feud between them. I'd like to share a few more notable photos from the red carpet, including this one that shows that Kenny Chesney and Megan Moroney went walking together. It's not clear if they were each other's plus ones, but it's not clear that they weren't either. Also, TV cameras only showed up close-up shots of Luke Combs' wife Nicole, so we didn't get to see that baby bump. Fortunately, our photogs tracked her down. I believe the baby's due early next year, and talking to Taste of Country, Luke says he has name ideas that don't sync with what his wife wants.
What would be your pick for a boy or a girl right now without approval of your wife?
Without approval. If I was just wild card.
Rogue.
Then I love the name Flint.
Love it.
I'd probably be a middle name. It's probably more of a middle name
Okay.
for me. You know,
Okay.
I don't know that, but Flint would be kind of a
That's
weird
all right. Okay.
first up, but I would love to sneak that in. I doubt that's going to get approved.
Right. This is in a dream world.
Girl name? I
Yeah.
feel like I would go old school, like something like Olive. Or
I
something, dude.
love
Like something like wild, like
that.
kind of wild, old school. My grandmother's name was Donna. And
Okay.
that's not a common name either. as
Right.
well, but I think that would be kind of sick. Like,
All right. Well,
I don't know, we'll see.
Luke was one of over 40 artists that visited with Taste of Country ahead of the CMAs, and we asked each one who they'd vote for CMA Entertainer of the Year. The majority said Lainey Wilson, so it was really no surprise when she took it at the end of the show. Notable to me was how the winners lined up with who gave time to country media earlier this week. Cody Johnson, Ella Langley, Riley Green, they all visited. Maybe this is a soapbox, but I think artists that don't attend because they're upset about being snubbed only hurt themselves in the format. Morgan Wallen seems to be making this his brand.
I'm supposed to ask you a redundant question, but who do you have for Entertainer of the Year?
Lainey Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah. She runs a damn tight ship and a great show. She's a badass powerhouse. I know she's already won it, but you can see why every night.
What's Morgan say when he reads this headline?
He don't give a shit. Since when is Morgan giving a shit? Who's making more money doing this than Morgan Wallen? He didn't give a fuck about this award. I wouldn't either if I was Morgan Wallen.
It's a short-term play that will affect his legacy, but more importantly, affects his fans who do really want to see him perform live, especially if they can't afford his expensive concert tickets. We made a list of 9 artists who skipped the CMAs, and some of them, like Jelly Roll and Kane Brown, look to be dealing with real mental health issues at the moment. Others just chose not to support their friends of the country music community. I think that sets a bad precedent. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.